Alright. Okay. Radical. 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 As soon as this frickin' airs, I'm gonna frickin' put it unlisted. Okay. Alright, so this is gonna be a little tutorial thing I'm gonna try and do, and I'm doing a weird way of recording it because I have zero idea how to do it otherwise. So, this is mainly for a rad person named Simmer the Skywing on Deviantart. And, yeah, this is mainly for you, but anyone else who finds this helpful, dude, I'm glad for you. So, I'm really inconsistent with shading. More of my recent drawings have been like super like how do I explain it? Like less thick, I guess. Don't turn that into a meme. Go ahead, I don't know. But mainly how I've been doing it was I was using my airbrush, these settings. Wait, no, that's not even it. I've been usually using it like this. I use that for like a last minute thing, I guess. So just like something wide and thin, like so like it's different from like super big consistency like this. I don't know. My brushes are very inconsistent. So how I like to shade is there are kind of like two ways in my mind. There's warm shading, as far as I'm aware, and cool shading. And cool shading is like using stuff from the cool end of the spectrum, like purple, blue, green, and warm end of the spectrum would be red, yellow, orange, that sort of thing. So I'm gonna try doing an example with these little Sona doodles I did. And so you use a magic wand brush like you do when you freaking color, and that's not even. I'm sorry, I'm super unprepared. I was just like, yeah, I can do a tutorial because I'm super smart and awesome, and I'm just doing my best, bro. So here is the drawing, and we're going to shade it. Let me get my stuff. So you can do it any of these colors to set a mood. Usually coloring helps set a mood too, but the shading super helpful. There's a blue butt. I'm gonna do like blue shading because I don't really do shading with blue a whole lot. So this is gonna be a learning experience for both of us. So first of all, there's that normal shading that you do. Just like if the lights come straight down, it's gonna be like on the bottom of everything. So I like to do shading two ways. You do like the main. I have like usually two layers of shading. There's the overall layer because like of course it's gonna be dark here, and of course there's gonna be dark butts, and of course underarms and stuff. Shoot, I don't care. And shoot, of course there's gonna be like dark underneath the head and the limbs and all that stuff. So let's just finish doing that. And under the ears, you know, under your ears, it's not gonna be super bright, and so see the color look like, and look at you go, you're so good at shading. And so what you want to do, of course, is put it on multiply. And whoa, look at that, it's nice and shaded. I'm not a professional at drawing, trust me, but then I go in with another round of shading, and you go in for like more detailedness. So like you might want to make it a little bit fuzzier because like she's fuzzy. Pen isn't gonna be like a freaking smooth reptilian creature. I don't know. What would have completely smooth shading? I don't know. Maybe a dolphin? That'd be shiny. So I don't know. You want to just like do it less perfect, I guess, and then multiply it and then just it. Like the second part is optional, but it makes it look cooler. And so like usually for like the cool shading, you'd make it for more like a thoughtful or like sad or like something like that scene, and it's nice and blue. And then I like to do a little thing where I take the shading and then I use an overlay to kind of like accentuate colors and all that, but that's completely optional. So another way of how I like to do it is by using warm shading. And if you couldn't tell, it's using the freaking warm colors. I'm not good at this. Sweet. And so I'm going to make another folder for this. I'm going to call this cool shading. And this one is going to be called warm shading. So while I set this up, that wasn't correct. I'm gonna pick a nice red color. I don't know, like red orange. I don't know. You can use bright colors or like dark colors. Usually it's hard to tell it's that certain color when it's super dark. Which I've been picking up these tricks like really like it hasn't been too long since I've realized these tricks and started using them for myself. So just like use a nice smooth shading, all that sort of thing. I don't know where the light source is coming from. I'm just assuming like it's coming from like this sort of direction, so like under her ears. I'm super sloppy at shading, so please don't consider me a professional. This is just something I tried doing for a friend. Hopefully this is helpful at little to at all, but yeah, I'm still learning. I'm trying to share my own tips. So I have my own way of shading eyes too. I usually take it in with a smaller brush and and just like do the top parts, but I'm not sure how well that looks with warm shading, so let me try. Oh, it's not too bad. And usually warm shading is supposed to bring out a certain mood, like I'm not sure how to describe a warm mood. How do you feel when you're warm? Like I don't know, maybe this could be like a angry looking shading type mood, or like like red is supposed to symbolize hungry. I don't know, there's a whole bunch of ways you could use red shading in art. I swear this is such an old drawing, I need to redo this reference though. So let's see what that looks like. There you go. And so warm shading can be used. I like these shadings also are used when like there's a different light source. Usually when there's like a green light source, there's gonna be like a bluish tint to the shadows. Like if you ever go into a restaurant and like there's fancy lights and they're trying to set up like a certain mood, I guess. And so you can usually see the shadows are looking all weird on the table, stuff like that. And yeah. You can also mess with the freaking I say freaking too much with the densities and like opacities I meant for all of these. And like just play around the colors. The best way I can explain it is to try stuff out, see what works for you. And I'm gonna try another thing to try and like warm myself up too. I should have done a warm up before this to be fair, but I'm not very great at this, as I said. So I'm gonna try doing like let me try explaining the lighting too, because like, I'm super bad at that too. So the best way to learn is to teach. So of course you're gonna put the light source and stuff. You're gonna usually you can like if you're feeling lazy, like there isn't supposed to be a certain mood, you can just like take a darker version of the color or like the opposite version. So like, say, so like, so it's gonna be coming from here. Oh, I gotta make this bigger. And so this isn't gonna work for everyone, but it's good practice in general. So I also use a soft edge brush a whole bunch. So I can usually do these. To be honest, I'm talking out of my butt because I don't know how to talk or explain things very well. So you can just do that and multiply it and do that. And they're also going to say in art class to make that little reflective shadow thing. So like you can do a little shading down there. And you can also do the little, and then you can use add to make it more reflective up here. To be honest, like you just need to use what you know your brush can do and use it to your advantage. Say if this was like something more like clay, then it'd probably be like the shading would be harsher down here, I imagine, because I'm no expert in clay. So you can also play around like that because that's something I do to cheat a whole bunch. So let me inverse and delete that, and inverse again and play around with that. So like it'd be sort of like something like this, I assume. And then the light wouldn't be super shocking. Like this would be something more like reflective. Like say something was wet, it'd be sparklier. But if it were drier, it would be something more like this. Nope. So like the colors are less poppy out. But hopefully this was helpful in any way, shape, or form. I was just trying to explain to the best of my ability how to explain shading. So hopefully these helped, and there you go.